Well, hello. It has been a hot minute since I've sat down and had a chat to you guys. Life has been good, crazy, but crazy nonetheless. I'm really trying to put aside some time for myself as well. It hasn't been going as well as I would have hoped, but that's okay. We hit some roadblocks and we keep going forward anyway. I'm going to try to find another way of getting around those roadblocks, so it might mean getting up and doing some exercise at 5 a.m. If I've got to do it, I've got to do it, and it's only going to be a good thing for me, and I'm going to go to bed earlier as well. So today I wanted to have a chat about something that's been popping up a lot lately, but has popped up a lot with my sort of coaching anyway, all the time. So I wanted to talk about people's self-image and their expectations of themselves. I find a lot that people start dancing samba and they have these really high expectations of themselves, that they get it immediately and they should be perfect straight away, or whatever, and it's simply not the case. So to begin with, learning a new skill is just really hard anyway. It takes a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of practice, and to get to a point where you feel that you're at an advanced level, or you could start making money from that skill, it takes a lot of time. Samba, I feel like, is in a whole nother ballpark. It's really hard. There is a lot involved. There's a lot of technique, which really just it's about how you move your body, what kind of body awareness you have, what sort of strength and ability your muscles have. There's so many factors just within your technique. And there's things like confidence, which I know a lot of people don't have just in general. And then when we try to do things like samba, it requires a lot of confidence. It's hard to find that. It's hard to find that sort of sweet spot. So where am I going with this? I really want to just say to everyone, I just want to grab them and shake them and say, you are doing great. You're doing great. It takes time. It takes energy. It takes patience, as I just said. And you have to go a little bit easier on yourself. If you're learning a new skill and you didn't pick it up immediately, it's nothing. It doesn't say anything bad against you. It's just that you need a little extra time. Some people pick up skills like that. And really, I would highly recommend not comparing yourself to other people. You don't know what journey they've been on. I do say that a lot, and it's easier said than done, but don't do it, guys. Just don't. Just focus on your own journey and look where you've come from. All you have to do is really look back at some old videos of yourself dancing, and you'll cringe and you'll say, ugh, but that is what we want. If you don't cringe when you look at videos from yourself from a couple of years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever, you haven't improved. So cringing is good. I cringe at my dancing all the time. However, I was doing the best I had at that time. The best I could with what I had at that time. And that is what you are currently doing right now. All we can do is use what we have. And strive for more. But the more you push and you grip and you hate yourself for not being better, the slower is gonna go. The more you nurture yourself and really take time to give yourself positive feedback and constructive criticism and speak to yourself kindly and put in place measures to help yourself, the faster you'll get there. Yeah. One of my favorite things to say is we go slow to get there faster. Yeah. You go slow to get there faster. The faster you start pushing through all the levels of Samba or through your drills or through your technique or whatever, the more bad habits you're going to pick up. And then you'll get to a point where you're dancing really fast, but then you have to pull it all the way back again and start with that technique. You know, the longer you can stay with slow music and excellent technique, the faster you'll go. Yeah, like once you start training speed, once you're at a point where your technique is looking tight, you start training speed, you're going to get there a lot faster. And you're going to get there with good technique, and it's going to look amazing, and it's going to feel amazing, and everything's just going to fall into place. And it's going to be great. But you have to understand that you are where you are right now because you've put the hard work in, and you should be proud of that. You know, the person you were a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago, a couple of years ago would be so proud of where you are now. I shared a picture of that on my stories the other day. Like if you look back, you know, in the past and you think about what you wanted back then and you have a look now, you probably have it now or you're on your way to it. And we need to remember that, you know, we're always going to want more. Always. We're always going to want to dance faster. We're always going to want to dance with more strength. We're always going to want to dance with more hips. We're always going to want to have more grace. Whatever it is, there's always more. So look back where you've come from and be proud of the work that you've put in and how far you've come right now. Yeah. I know that it feels like it's going to take forever, but it's worth it. You know, it's once you get to a point where you're an awesome dancer, yay, where do you go from there? You know, it's about the journey that you take to get there. Let's take that journey and let's enjoy that time. Let's enjoy learning and putting everything that you've learned into practice. Take that time and try not to fast forward your life. You know, let's take this out on a bigger level and just go a little bit slower sometimes. Take it a little bit slower. Move a little bit slower. Enjoy the moment a little bit more because life passes us by like that. You know, 1 minute I was pregnant and the next minute I have a child who has started school. 5 years old and has started school. And it's insane. So, you know, even those moments when it's hard, it's really hard. You're working and you're working and you're working to make the progress. Cut yourself some slack and enjoy that time. Because one day you're going to look back at all the hard work you put in to get here and you're going to say, yeah, I did that. I really did that. I put aside that time and I worked really hard and I kept my mind in a really beautiful place. That is another key point that's going to take you there. keeping your head in a good place is going to get you there faster. The more you tear yourself down and get angry at your abilities and compare yourself to other people, the slower you're going to go. Yeah? Put those good vibes out into the energy, in those good vibes and energy out into the universe, and watch that all come back to you. Yeah, what you put out is what you get back. So if you're putting out anger and frustration and trying to speed things up, well, that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get anger and you're gonna get frustration back again. We are looking to calm it down a little bit and enjoy the process. Put out that love, put out that energy, and just allow that to come back in again. Give yourself some love. Yeah, the more love you give to yourself, the more it's going to come back to you. The more you'll enjoy the process and the faster you'll get there. And then you'll be in a better headspace to receive that when it does come in. Again, once you get to the point where you've achieved some of your goals, you're going to have more goals. But you need to be happy that you've achieved those original goals first before you can move on to the next goals. Yeah, we don't want to just brush over that and move on to the next thing. We want to embrace that. We want to celebrate that we did that. We did that and it feels good. And I want to do that again. And that's why I'm moving forward. And that's why I've chosen new goals, because hitting those goals felt so good. I want to feel that feeling again. But enjoy that feeling while it's there. I think that's enough for today. So, cut yourself some slack. Enjoy the process. And send out love and good energy into the universe to receive it back again. Hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time for chats about Samba.